The Corpsethief Claw. This is a somewhat scary and really interesting unit. It's 5 Talos paint engines in one squadron. Or not squadron, they're a unit because they're monstrous creatures. Just like everything else, they're a freakish spectacle. They have Scout, which is nice because these guys have a problem moving up the board and getting into combat, so the fact that you could scout them is good. The downside to that is, if you scout, you can't charge round 1. And they have a special rule that says that you get 1 victory point for every enemy unit that's not a vehicle that you kill in close combat. So there's 5 Talos. These guys are amazingly hard to kill. They put out a tremendous number of wounds. They're pretty tough. They're going to take up a third or a quarter or half or a huge chunk of your army in terms of points, probably. You have to consider what you're going to arm them with. I mean, in my experience, you could give them the chains, which give them shred. So AP2, strength 7 shredding, or you could give them Ichor injectors, which aren't going to shred, but they're fleshbane and they instant death on a 6. Those are both pretty solid options. I think this unit itself is terrifying to most opponents. It'll be their primary target, and you really have to think about keeping it alive in the game. So if you can park parasite engines behind the Talos, these guys would have their 3-up armor, or whatever their cover is, and then feel no pain on a 4-up. And if you can put a Dark Artisan squadron behind them with your Warlord in it, they would get a feel no pain on a 4-up, re-rolling 1s. So you can keep them alive for a long time. Thinking about what to arm them with, I personally like Heat Lances because they're AP1, they can kill a lot of stuff. I think the Liquefier is not a bad option. It's also not a bad option to give them all Haywire Blasters. They'd be twin-linked, so they'll hit probably between 3 and 5 times. Most likely you're going to hit 4 times in the first round you shoot. They have 24-inch range, so since these guys can't assault on round 1, you could actually use them to take out almost any vehicle in the game with Haywire Blasters, and then the next round charge all the guys that got out of the vehicle, even if it was a Land Raider. So I would say there's a lot of good options there, depending on what your local meta is going to be.